This video is going to be taking a look at Takara Double Extreme Stadium. This is a stadium that is motor powered where the levels can change in battle. Let us see the new Extreme Stadium. Hello everyone! Pretty exciting to take a look at the BX37 Double Extreme Stadium. This is actually our first real variant of a stadium, not counting the triple stadium where they actually try to modify the stadium design quite a bit by actually adding a part where the stadium can either lower or raise up the level, which can make an interesting factor in the battle. Very curious to see whether or not this stadium is going to be fun to use. This stadium does require 3 batteries and does come with a bunch of stuff, but let's open the box. Alrighty, let's get this thing open. Very large stadium set, kind of excited to see. To give a system overview, your blade is the main thing that makes contact with your opponent. Your ratchet determines both height and burst resistance. Your bit also determines burst resistance because of the shaft, but the bottom also determines your movement pattern, so what type of Beyblade you are. Alrighty, getting this out of the way, let's talk about the Beyblade that this comes with, Bear Scratch. Now, Bear Scratch is an echo that of Rhino Horn. Now, essentially, the biggest issue with Bear Scratch is that it is extremely light. While the modified contact points do lead it to be far more aggressive than Rhino, where Rhino is really not good for defense and only really good for attack, Bear still falls short greatly because it's far too light to be used for anything seriously, so the blade kind of sucks. Now, the other parts you get in this is like a 560. Now, 560 is generally good for your attack or balance combinations, has decent stamina, good outwards weight distribution, and has rounded off contacts. It's low height, it's nice. Flat is a basic attack bit that does well for the extreme dash that you need. So, I mean, I gotta say this much, I really just hate the blade choice. I think it really drags it down because essentially then you're only really viewing it for, I guess, just the stadium. But I don't know, maybe if you want like a cool orange 516 flat, I guess that's where you can get it, because otherwise, like, I mean, if you look at the weights for everything that we have up here, right here, there's not really much else I can add. I mean, at least what I can say is that Bear Scratch at bare minimum, funny enough, yeah, that was not an intended joke. It has way better colors than the Hasbro colors that they picked for it, so I guess it has that much going for it. Not really much at all, but still. Last thing to mention, with Beyblade X, you have to twist to unlock when you're in battle. So for an example, if I have a bit like low resistance like Spike, it's going to be very easy to twist and unlock because the shaft has nothing there. If I have something like Flat where there's a thick resistor on there, it's going to be a little bit harder to twist to actually unlock. This is not the end-all be-all, just things to consider. All right, I want to kind of go over each of these parts quickly. This is very interesting because this, I would actually argue, I think actually has a better design than this in terms of just gameplay design. I'll get into it because it kind of takes the size of this stadium, but more or less the pockets here. So it's almost a best of both worlds here because the intersection of this play area is about, let's say, 36. The intersection of this play area is maybe about 35, maybe about like 28, maybe like 26 and a half. So that's from here to here. TT has like a crater, but this has more like the Hasbro shit where instead of it being a crater, it's more like a deep end zone on there. Kind of like a shallow pool, I guess. I don't know. Like, this is the better pocket design because TT stuff rebounds too easily. Maybe about like 4-ish, 4 to 5 maybe, like 9. So the big difference here is they basically kind of turn the pocket a bit in a different angle, and it's modified for how these things drop. So because the pockets are like this is actually a good change and better than this one, because of the fact that they actually designed this shit to actually be like the Hasbro pockets, which are better than Takara's, and I'll explain why, because stuff actually gets KO'd. All right, to quickly go over with the extreme zone, here to here, because the difference is TT is a pure exit, but this one's a literal pocket. You maybe got like 19 versus 17. Okay, I'm gonna save you some time. It's more or less almost the same width as a regular TT stadium. The shroud is almost just as tall. It's literally just if they combine both of the stadiums to where you got some sort of middle ground. So in order to assemble this, you have to first make sure this aligns with whatever hole you're gonna put this on. So this is the super long stand. So you're going to, there you go. Okay, so you have to get the long one, huh? The long connectors go there. So on the shorter one, it's the same idea. You just gotta find wherever that hole is, and very easy to actually put on. Getting this part here. The long connector, shorts, the little block connector. So then after you have your little stadium part here, so then you just dump it, and then if you want to activate it, you see underneath there's a little switch. On, off. And I'm joined here by the talented blader that is my mother. Now, first we have the stadium set up in here, but I want to first demonstrate regular without anything activated. So we have Savage Bear here and our lovely golden winder. Very nice. Drill and rip. So normally, the stadium function, actually the supports might be useful because I don't think we need to like reinforce it with anything. Kind of performs more or less kind of similar to what you would see in a regular stadium. Now for the next part, instead of just doing a test launch with the thing already active, why not, we'll have Silver Wolf right here for our demonstration. We're gonna activate it. 3, 2, 1, rip. Okay, you're in the inner level. So look at this. Every few seconds, the level changes.
And you keep losing.
That was a demonstration, that was a demonstration.
That was fucking awesome.
Now let's try to go first to 4 points. So now starting now.
Okay.
2, 2, 1, rip. Look at the speed!
Yeah.
So they actually build up speed in the middle, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see, you know, does stamina have an advantage in the stadium or not? So first point goes to you, obviously. Okay, so 0, 1.
Yeah.
2, 2, 1, rip. Very good hit. So I like that they build up speed because they also target the, hey, in a burst! 3, 2, 1, rip. 3, 2, 1, rip. I tried to bank off the inner part of the stadium to see if I could build up any like momentum in the attack.
Yeah, momentum was going down.
Okay, so we're now going to try to see a boring one, like rod versus rod on 360 ball, 360 ball. Let's see what happens in the points.
Yeah.
Feeling rip.
Yeah.
Feeling rip. So I'm kind of curious in a stamina battle. Okay, so even if you have 2 stamina bays, they do kind of build up in the middle, but then after they're kind of trapped in there, so it's almost like it's a death zone.
Awesome, as long as I win.
So then I'm a little curious after this. So in a regular stamina battle, like we obviously know what would happen. You know, they just kind of go at it and whatever. But because they're really trapped on here, I'm kind of curious on the length of each of the rounds. And I'm kind of curious if we get any funny stuff that happens between both of them. So Wizard Rod, the yellow one wins, I guess. Okay, let's try it again. Jump rip. So you can actually build up speed at the start. Very interesting. Hey! Okay, so this is what I wanted to see. So in a stamina battle, it actually is a little bit more intense because in the inner part of the stadium, they can almost extreme dash. So not even just a game of destabilizing your opponent, but you know, there could be some risk involved here. So you gotta really use the stadium to your advantage. Okay, rip. I actually missed the, so timing is going to be really important too, because when the stadium lowers and then when it doesn't, it's going to really matter, because you could get like protected or you could get like a funny angle. So I would probably say, I mean, we can get like 1 round of a demonstration, but I would probably say that the only difference in the stamina battles is going to maybe built up speed. It's going to be a little bit more intense, obviously, because of the motor and the height changes of the levels, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of falling right now. Okay. I mean, we don't need to keep on going rounds just to see. Okay, we're going to have just a regular one. Just try to see. 3, 2, 1, rip. So the whole point is just to compare and to contrast. I think it's an interesting factor that you can kind of speed in the middle, because that could potentially mean in battle, you could go like super, super crazy and almost maybe destabilize your opponent completely. So it does add a little bit more of an exciting factor to the battles, at least in the casual sense for at least the stamina stuff. Though the pockets I do like probably a little bit more on the new one, but we'll see once we actually get to like real attack shit against it. It's kind of falling. I mean, I'll do one more for the sake of the thing, but and this is just, these types of battles is just who kind of tunes more, but in the other one, like, I don't know, try to launch like super crazy in the next round. I think actually I did win that one, actually. Okay, try to launch like super, super crazy. Rip! Like, in a battle like this, for like wizard versus wizard, like you're not gonna really get these bays going. I mean, it's possible for the base to go around like that, but I don't know. I like the idea of it being really intense and not like, oh, actually, I just don't like boring battles. But again, boring doesn't mean technically bad. It's just preference of gameplay. But yeah, I didn't want to waste like 4 rounds on this. I just wanted to kind of push on the points that just stamina. The big factor is going to now be utilizing the angle of the stadium to build up speed, because then after you could destabilize your opponent easily at the start. Alrighty, next up, I want to try something basic, which is going to be Whale Wave on 160 Cyclone against this Wizard combo. So, 3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip.
Does that make you feel better?
No. I should also mention that if you're using this stadium,
Woo!
you got to really, really pay attention.
You got a point. Okay.
3 gentlemen rip. 160 if this was regular would probably rebound, but in here it kind of just stays dead. 3 gentlemen rip. So even I extreme dashed by quite a bit. I think I'm winning overall.
Yeah, you are. That's awful.
I'll give you one more before he swap.
Okay.
Only
okay.
one more.
Okay, okay.
Rip. Crazy. 3 gentlemen rip. Check this out.
That was awesome.
3 gentlemen rip.
No!
3 gentlemen rip.
Thank
Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you 960, just so you don't feel so bad.
you. All right, all
Okay.
right. Sounds good.
3 gentlemen rip. So rebound from the extreme. Okay, some hits. So we'll get first points to you. 3 gentlemen rip.
I got you again.
Interesting. Okay, so that's 2 points for you so far. 3 gentlemen rip. That was me. 3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip. That's
awesome.
really
You know what?
interesting.
It's really nice. Even if you lose, it's really nice.
3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip.
Wow!
Basically, if you have an attacker, the biggest thing you want against a stamina type is not to aim here or here, because if you try to do that, you're gonna just get in one of these pockets. One thing for sure, by the way, I barely got any rebounds. I only got a rebound on the extreme zone because the extreme zone is kind of similar to Hasbro, where stuff is kind of a little bit hard to extreme. But you'll notice when I was aiming there, the reason why that's actually good for the attackers is that one, you're gonna be hitting it, and you might have a chance to actually hit them out, and you can target the ratchet at the lower height or even do a bit burst. So it's not easy right away to get into it, but I kind of want to just now switch to the regular stadium just so we can quickly compare and contrast. 3 gentlemen rip. The big thing in general, just rebounds. So see, exactly like that. That's a rebound. Now,
I still win.
a rebound is when you'll go into the pocket, but you'll come back out, right? So in the other stadium that we just saw, if you're out, you're out.
Obviously.
3 gentlemen rip. Now everybody, again, a rebound. Now everybody likes a rebound if it works for them.
That's right.
But if you're on the receiving end and your opponent comes back from the pocket, it's not fun. Now my take, which is gonna probably be the hot take for the video, is that, in my opinion, I think rebounds suck. They're fun, but in competitive, I would prefer if they didn't exist. Gentlemen rip. Okay, so that was like a solid KO there.
Yo.
Okay, well, yo, I'm gonna get you yo in the next round. Yo.
I doubt it.
3 gentlemen rip.
Literally, is that the best thing you can do?
Yo, check this out.
What, you're going down? Shit.
3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip. Okay. Okay, and you get the idea, a rebound. Next up, we have Leon Crest 760 Dot against Whale Wave 160 Cyclone. 3 gentlemen rip. 3 gentlemen rip.
Oh my God,
You only got 2 points. You only got 2 points.
Yeah. 2 points, and that's gonna be 1 point for you.
Yep. 3 gentlemen rip. Hey, defense with a big counter, but is that enough? Hey! 3 gentlemen rip. Okay, you're going a little bit nuts there on the launch.
Then
Okay.
I still lost.
Still lost. Sheila whip. Yeah, defense is a troll. Defense is a troll. The rip. What the hell? Rip. Okay, I want to see if I can like stall.
Good job.
Did you rip? Okay.
What the fuck? It goes so weird. There you go. What a loser.
Did you rip? Did you rip? Did you rip? I think there's a way for defense. We're going kind of light, where you control where if you're getting an attacker, this could maybe be even Hexa too. If you tilt and you're in the middle, you could stall by kind of moving around, and you could play at that angle. Rip. So, in similar to how we've been doing this before, I'll just mention that. Rip. I think the big difference in this stadium versus, let's say, wow, that was really bad. In the Giant Extreme one is gonna be using, again, the motor to your advantage. Rip. So that's using the inner part of the stadium to kind of avoid that big contact that you want. Trying to still maybe similar strategy of tilting whatever, but. Okay, rip. That's why I hate rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I hate All right, I'll prove to you right now. I'm gonna get that Cobalt Dragoon, and you're gonna lose so bad. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, the Eldrago I just wanted to try. Cobalt Dragoon, 560 points. Let's see how it does.
Good luck.
Rip. Oh shoot! I should have mentioned that.
Right.
Rip. Hey, that's really not good for you. You wanna know why? This actually might be good for at least Cobalt, because Cobalt's goal is just to destabilize the opponent. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is awesome when I'm that good.
Rip. Okay, let's see what happens.
Bitter, feisty.
Good hit.
Not good enough for me.
Ooh, a big thing is going to be missing out on those extremes, eh?
I know. It's awful. Look how beautiful it goes down.
Wait till the end.
I know. I'm scared. I don't know who's gonna win.
Rip. That's nuts. That's nuts. Rip.
Hey.
Rip. Is it still?
Good job. Look at you. So good. Are you excited?
No, because I think I lose. Oh no. You stuck. Hup. Rip. Rip. I saw.
It's okay.
You really want to launch on top just to get that advantage, and you lost. So a big difference we saw. I was losing for the most part, but how did I win before? Because I used the motor to the advantage, I got underneath, and I could do the bit burst. I think because of that, that's where it's going to be a very interesting game where sometimes stamina might just dominate really good, but I think for the most part, attack types, or in this case, technically balance, should be able to actually utilize the stadium in a really crazy way. But I want to kind of put this to the test now. In our second last one, we're going to have Drawn Buster 160 Cyclone against Whale Wave 160 Cyclone. AVA, attack versus attack. How does it do? Rip. I'm kind of curious how a pure attack does. We're doing Cyclone. I don't want to do Rush because the stadium is going to literally eat Rush, or even Elevate. We would eat it. Rip. Rip. Hey! Hopscotch, look at that. I think I might lose. I can't. Shit, I did lose. Okay, pick it up. Here's grip. Here's grip. Here's grip. No, I got it. Here's grip. Shit! You got the mid. Who gets the middle on this? No? Are you aiming for the middle or are you just launching? Here's grip. No! Here's grip.
That was nice, and you lose.
Over finish rebound, amazing.
You lose it, you
rip.
Yeah, the stadium is in the middle.
You don't rip. Don't rip. You don't rip. Rebounds. You don't rip. Okay, whatever. We're gonna get our last one left versus right. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, I'm sick and tired of...
So our last one, so for the attack versus the attack stuff, we generally just saw that a lot of it's targeting the middle, and in the regular stadium, it's just how it usually goes. Sometimes they're rebounds. I don't like rebounds. Point already stated a lot. Let's just see left versus right now. See who wins that. Okay, 3 down rip. 3 down rip. You can't... If you keep doing that, I'm just gonna win the same way.
Ah, very good. Look at that.
Oh no, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, good winner. You're such a good winner. All right.
3 down rip. 3 down rip. Why? I keep telling you, you're not gonna. Hey.
Good job.
You're not gonna ever beat me. You haven't beaten me once. Rip. You keep. Okay, final one in this. You already know the drill. Are you ready? 3 down rip.
Here, you got it.
Rip. 3 down rip. Oh, you did it! All right, we're done. Alrighty now, final thoughts. What do I think of this stadium? I think overall, I mean, obviously, if for some reason you want the 516 flat, I guess, but the stadium itself, I think the gameplay is very, very interesting. Some things just to note and to cover at the end. I would definitely say don't really use bits like Rush or Elevate on that stadium. Anything that kind of has like one of those weird gear designs. Just be careful, because obviously if you're going to be building up a lot of crazy speed around the stadium, like Elevate can already kind of wear a little bit weird. Same thing with Rush. So just for the safety reasons, I would say, you know, save your parts just to be sure. I think overall the big difference in the stadium is more or less kind of similar to that of Hasbro, other than the factor of the motor, where essentially what happens is, one, you do have to obviously pay attention where you aim on the stadium, but even more than ever because of how you utilize the motor. But in this stadium with the double extreme, you basically see it where it's very similar to Hasbro, where extreme finish is a little bit hard to do, but regular KOs, again, they stay dead. It's not like in TT where they rebound quite a bit. So I do prefer the idea of Bays not rebounding, just because I like something if it stays defeated. But again, you know, it's the preference, whatever, but you could technically make an argument saying this has a better gameplay design than the regular stadium. If you want to. It's a little bit hard to argue because that motor factor, you know, it does also kind of factor in quite a bit, a little bit to the RNG. So is it maybe more competitive than a regular TT stadium? Maybe in some aspects, but maybe other aspects, no. But yeah, I just wanted to add it on there just so I could really give my pure thoughts. Yeah, that's kind of it. So yeah, subscribe and comment your thoughts. Of course, like the video as well. And mollabays.com. It's an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. We have our Japanese Beyblade X products and some products of the past from Beyblade Burst. But yeah, the stadium's neat. I like the stadium. I don't like Bear, but I need to think of... I want to do some videos with the stadium, but I don't really know what else I can do other than just this main video. I got to think of something. That's where we got the comment section, I guess. So, thank you all for watching. That's going to be it for now. Take care and bye.